Hey guys, Silence Yao here. Welcome back for more Beyblade X content. Today, it's not so much of a product review, but more of a cautionary advisory video talking about the Beyblade X app. So I'm sure most of you guys, especially for those in Singapore or around Asia, you are very excited to hear, the Beyblade X app is coming to your country. However, not all countries are getting that treatment yet. Some of them might be a bit slower than others. So far, at this point of time that I'm recording, Beyblade X app is now officially released in Singapore. So for those of us who are using Android devices and Apple devices, you can now find the app in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. However, okay, so we're going to talk more about the app later itself, but let's talk about what people are kind of confused and about using the app right now and why you should use the app later. So as you can tell from the title of the video, basically it's just a cautionary advisory video to tell you to hold your horses, do not scan your QR codes yet for the Beyblade X app, because you will be missing out quite a lot of things if you are actually going to scan all your QR codes now as compared to later on. Alright, so let's take a look at the Beyblade Society of Singapore's Facebook page. As you can tell, the game masters and of course the permanent staff working in Cheng Tai Toys is the company that's distributing Beyblade X here in Singapore, have announced that the app is officially out. Redemption period has not commenced, and will announce the news later on when you can actually exchange your tickets that you've gotten for your rare Beyblades in the Rare Bay Challenge within the app itself. Hopefully you guys can roughly get an idea of what I'm talking about. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it means that you probably need to go and watch my previous videos regarding the Beyblade X app itself, especially for when I did it with the Japanese version of the app. Okay, so the main reason why we need to talk about this is because let's take a look at the terms and conditions of the Beyblade X app in Singapore itself. It might be a bit different for those of you who are from Taiwan and Hong Kong and maybe even Malaysia and all this, because some of these countries have yet to have the registration open to their countries. So far in the app itself, right now, Beyblade X app is usable by Japan, Singapore, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. Alright, so each country has their own means of redeeming and purchasing the rare bays that are available in the Rare Bay Challenge. So here inside the Rare Bay terms and conditions for Singapore, you can see that the purchase ticket for Hell Scythe and Leon Claw, yes, we'll be getting Leon Claw including Hell Scythe, although Japan has no longer got Hell Scythe available inside their Rare Bay Challenge. For Asia side, because we got the app late, Hell Scythe Gold version will be available for us for a temporary period. We don't know for how long, but that's why a lot of people are kind of FOMOing out, because Hell Scythe is available inside the Rare Bay Challenge, but we don't know exactly for how long it will be there. Alright, so in this portion here at number 9, you can see that you actually need to use the gold purchase ticket for the Hell Scythe and the Leon Claw on Shopee Takara Tomy. So some Beybladers have noticed that Takara Tomy Shopee actually listed the Gold Hell Scythe and the Gold Leon Claw in their shopping list. However, if you take a look at the listing now, there is no sign of it. So they probably removed it because they are not ready and they need to reconfirm, the ticket codes that are being produced by the app itself. Will it be region exclusive, or will it be actually usable in the Japan side, the Taiwan side, the Hong Kong side, that kind of stuff, or whether the Hong Kong and Taiwan codes being produced can be actually used in the Singapore shopping site as well to purchase the Beyblades itself. So all this kind of stuff is still a very big gigantic gray area, so that's why we kind of want to give out advisory video to kind of give you an idea that you should stick to whichever region you are in or closest to. If your country doesn't have the app available to you yet, you should hold on to your codes and do not even create an account, because if you are going to get the Beyblades from Hong Kong or Taiwan, you're going to end up paying external shipping, and you're going to need some way to find someone to help you purchase the Beyblades there and even send it to you, that kind of stuff. So it is a very long, complicated procedure, especially for those of us who have used the Japanese version of the apps. We know exactly how inconvenient getting Beyblades from another country is, especially if you're not familiar with the country's means of going around to purchase the products within the country and sending them out to you. All right, so aside from that, let's go back to the terms and conditions. All right, so we have already seen how Leon Claw and Hellscythe is going to work. However, for Cobalt Drake, you need to actually claim it directly from Shengtai Toys. So Shengtai Toys' official merchandising website is actually called Toy Mana. So here I have Toy Mana already pulled up. All right, and you can see that Cobalt Drake is also not listed in their listings right now, because they are also standing by getting things ready to make sure everyone has a fair chance or a convenient way to actually get their products later on. So for Toy Mana or Shengtai Toys, you actually have to go directly to their warehouse to pick it up. Unlike Japan. So Japan, they actually mail it out to you. So I'm guessing that, because Shengtai doesn't want to spend extra on delivery fees and all that kind of stuff, so they will ask the customers to come directly to the warehouse to pick up the items. Hopefully you get the gist of it. So yeah, the rest of the terms and conditions are basically regulations and all that, and on what you can and cannot do regarding the Bay Pass app, and of course the tickets that you won through the Rare Bay Challenge and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully you guys get the gist of it. Now we're going to switch over to camera view. We're going to talk about the app itself, and probably the main big reason why you should hold on to your QR codes and not start scanning into the app itself to just activate the app. Okay, so I'm on my secondary phone right now. As you can tell, I have the Japanese version of the Beyblade X installed on this one. I actually do not have an account linked to this particular version of the app. My main account is actually on the phone that is actually recording this right now. So yes, let's take a look at the App Store. As you can tell, I'm actually on the well, you can't probably tell, but I'm actually on the Singapore version of the Apple ID. So we're gonna key in Beyblade X right now. There we go. And if you scroll, finally, yes, you can finally see that Beyblade X app is there within the Apple Store. However, if you notice, there is no download button, but it says open, which means the programming for the entire app is the same as the Japanese one. So if you guys have already pre-installed the Japanese version of the app previously, you can actually use it for the local registration of accounts, and even for Taiwan and Hong Kong. So yes, everything is in English, as you can tell. However, you can see in the instructions here, you need to scan a barcode. Yep. Okay, so it didn't say that you need to scan a barcode to start up the app, but I'm sure you've seen multiple Beyblade videos, even from my own, introducing the Beyblade app when it was still the Japanese version only. And yes, in order to start the app, you actually need to have a QR code from one of the Beyblade products from that region. So back then, there was only the Japanese products that can actually start up the app. Now that they have like Taiwan, Singapore, and Hong Kong, basically you just need the Asia version of the QR code to start up the app for account in that region. You definitely can't use the Asia app to start up a Japanese account. It's still the same, it's region locked in that manner. But however, the apps are exactly the same. It's just one single app that is used for all the different countries. It's just that you just have to create that account for the country that you are in, or the most convenient to get your products from. All right, so we're gonna tap open, okay, and we're gonna take a look at the app. So as you can tell, I don't have anything attached to it, and surprisingly enough, everything is in English this time around and not in Japanese. However, you can tell that the translations are not very good, because instead of link data, there is transfer. All right, so first of all, what happened to the app? Why did it go blank? All right, let's start it up again.
Okay, so if you click transfer, however, if you don't remember your user ID and password, good luck to you, because if you previously had any QR code scanned and points left remaining inside there and you forget your details, there goes all your hard-earned money and QR codes scanned into the account itself. Now, do take note, if you do delete the app, it is going to go into this entire same page. Basically, you're going to ask you to transfer your data, or you're going to start a new data. So if you don't remember your password and your login ID, I bid farewell to your points. So take note of that. Please make sure you jot it down somewhere, your user ID and your password. If not, yeah, you're gonna have to end up starting everything again. All right, so if you click on new data, you can see immediately all the 4 regions like I've mentioned. You have Japan, Singapore, traditional Chinese with Taiwan, and Cantonese with Hong Kong. Now, I'm sure majority of the people out there are English speaking, and at least for Asia side, Taiwan, Hong Kong, probably majority of them are more fluent with Chinese. Maybe Taiwan, the people will still at least know English better. I know a few Hong Kong friends that speak very good English as well. But China, my goodness, China doesn't have that many people who can speak English. So I'm not being racist here, but it's just a fact in the global situation. But yeah. So yeah, you can actually create like a Singapore account right now if you want to. Then yes, there you go. You have all the informations. You need a Bay code from a Beyblade X product in order to start up the thing. And do you want to confirm? So you can click OK. Prizes and products obtained with Rare exchange tickets or special edition products tickets will only be sent to addresses in Singapore. Yeah, there we go. They will not be sent outside of Singapore. Are you sure you want to continue? So yeah, so that's what I mentioned. Some countries that actually do have a Beyblade X community, unfortunately right now they don't have like a registration for their country. I know our Malaysia neighbor buddies do play Beyblade X as a competitive game as well. However, Malaysia doesn't have this app set up right now for them. They might get it in the future. Hopefully they do. And of course, the rest of the world, especially for the Americans, they just started getting their Beyblade X products through Hasbro. However, we don't know if they are getting the app. Hasbro has to do something about it. But anyways, but yeah, you can definitely see like the work for the app and the translation stuff is not resized accordingly. Everything is still the same for the Japanese version. You can see like some words are like protruding out of the screen and not fitting into the thing. So yeah. And yeah, anyways, so they keep asking you to confirm if you want to do it in Singapore. So interesting enough. So yeah, so once you tap on touch start, they're gonna create like a user ID and all that kind of stuff. And of course, if you want to know like to transfer your stuff, you need to key in your user ID and password and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I don't think I need to go through this again with you guys because I've already done how to start up the Beyblade X app, with the Japanese version of the app when it first came out. And yeah, so let's talk about why you should actually hold on to your QR codes, which is basically the main reason why I'm making this video, because a lot of people are just FOMOing and just creating their accounts and scanning all their product codes into the app without realizing that they have just lost a whole bunch of points to attempt Rare Bay challenge. All right, I'm gonna switch over to my main phone and then let's talk about it. Alright, so now I'm on my main phone. As you can tell, I have more apps here. Let's activate the Beyblade X app and let's talk about the main reason why you should hold your QR codes before anything else. So if you guys are following, how the products are being released here in Singapore, you guys know that we don't have the battle pass release for sale right now in Singapore. So that's actually the main reason why you should hold on to your QR codes before activating your account on the Beyblade app itself. And yes, so let's talk about the main reason why you need the QR code for the battle pass before you start scanning in all your other products. So actually all the information is actually here in the top right hand corner. We've actually covered this before, but you know, let's go through this again. So everything is in Japanese, of course, because I don't have an English account right now. So I'm just going to break these things down for you. So if you can tell, they have actually pointers stating like what kind of bonus points you actually get for scanning or participating in anything that's inside the app itself. So the first thing is actually the most important one, because every time you scan a QR code for a product, and if it's new and not listed in your Beyblade decks before, so if you don't have any idea what the Beyblade decks is, this is the Beyblade decks. So if you have scanned a product before, it's gonna have that tick there beside it, and it means that you have actually scanned the product and you own the product itself. Well, maybe you don't own the product because you can buy the QR codes from other people. But yes, so completing the Beyblade decks is actually pretty important if you want to do the 3-on-3 deck set that is new to the latest version of the app, or maybe even for the Shoot Gym challenge here, where you gain extra points if you have all the exclusive parts for that particular week. Yeah, so all of this I've actually talked about in my previous videos before already, so we're just gonna break down on what kind of stuff that you'll be missing out if you don't scan the Battle Pass QR code first before scanning any of the other products QR code just to activate this app. So first things first, yes, you gain extra 100 points for each new Beyblade code product that you have not scanned in. That means you don't have it into your decks. So yes, 100 points for a brand new product. So just 10 products alone, you're gonna get one additional try in the Rare Bay challenge. So that's a lot of points if you ask me. And then of course the second one is the pointer for the Beyblade code for the shops, so B4 store codes. So I'm sure for those of us who have been playing Beyblade X for long enough, you probably know that Japan has B4 store codes floating around on the internet for Japanese people, non-Japanese people to try and earn these extra points. So a single scan will give you one single scan will give you that extra 10 points. Then, you know, every month they refresh the points, so you gain extra points for, you know, just being a present in the Beyblade app itself. And of course, there is the Bay Battle Pass shoot chances. So if you know no idea what that is basically this thing. So every time you register your 100 shoots for the week, not only will you get, you know, because like they register 2 points for each shot launched, so you can register 100, so that means there's 200 points exactly there. So every week you get 200 points. However, with the Battle Pass registered, you will gain 1 extra point for every shoot chance. So that means you are getting an additional 100 points. So every week you get 300 points instead of 200 points. However, right now, because there is no Bay Battle Pass in Singapore, you guys can't even do this challenge, because yeah, you can't register anything unless you bought a Japanese version of the Battle Pass and you link it to the app. So yes, it is confirmed, the Battle Pass is just a Bluetooth device. You can actually link it to this Asia account if you have a Japanese version of the Battle Pass already. All right, so yes, for those of you who have already created your Asia account with Singapore, Taiwan, or Hong Kong, and if you have a Japanese Battle Pass, go ahead and fill up this you know, weekly challenge and your shoot gyms to gain your points for your Rare Bay challenges. Just take note, you will not be getting the bonus points until you scan an Asia version of a Battle Pass QR code into your app. All right, let's move on to the next pointer. So the next one is basically a shoot gym. As you can tell, every time you succeed in taking down your opponent, you get extra 5 points. So if you don't have the parts that are registered here, like I don't have the blue version of the Shark Edge right now. If you do have it, it's going to show a tick. You'll be getting extra points if you do have the parts available. But you know, if you don't have the parts available, generally you'll only be getting like 50 points per successful try. So 50 points plus 5 points. So each try is 55 points. So if you take every week's amount, which is you have 5 chances every week. I already done mine this week, so 5 times 5, that's 25 points. So 25 points it's not a lot, but accumulative, you know, it's going to stack up and it's going to give you more chances. As you can tell, I have been saving up my points. Some of these points are actually kind of like sponsored by some of the nice players out there in Singapore. Really big thanks to them who have sponsored some of the QR codes to me. Yeah, shout out to you guys are awesome. All right, so the last part basically here is the shoot gym, you know, parts, yeah, bonus. So like I mentioned, if you do have the available parts, each single part is going to give you extra points. So they have stated it down here, it's 5 extra points. So if you have all 3 parts, it's going to give you extra 15 points. But not just that, so if you do have the battle pass attached to it and you have all the parts available, I believe like you get more than that, because I recall that we have done like a single battle and with all 3 available parts, and if we do win, we'll end up like with 110 points per one battle. So that's a lot of points. So I don't understand how the calculation for this one works. So shoot gym and parts bonus, yeah. So parts bonus and okay, so yeah, I don't know. So I don't understand how they actually calculate the extra bonus, but usually if you do have it and you do challenge, they will show you like the whole list of how you get points for that passing. So yeah, and of course there is the daily bonus as well. So I've already claimed the daily bonus for today. Every day if you do log into the Beyblade app, they will give you like 20 points, and if you do have the battle pass QR code scan, you will gain extra 2 more points. I know it sounds like very minimal, especially considering that the main important one is the 100 points for a brand new Bay code. If you do scan a repeated product because you bought multiple of the product because your parts are being destroyed and you scan the QR code in, you don't get 100 points, but you do get 50 points for each repeated product. It's not stated here, but you know, we have tested it out before. For those of us who have been using the Japanese version of the app. And yeah, so that's a lot of points that you're losing out if you just scan in all your QR codes right now. Can you imagine how many points you have wasted? And that equates to how many chances of tries that you could probably have gotten your Cobalt Drake much faster. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it for the reasons behind you know, not downloading the, well, you can download the app but not scanning your QR codes yet into the app to activate the app. For those of you who have already activated the app, hopefully it's just a single product code, because yeah, if you scan more than that and you scan maybe even the whole entire collection of QR codes that you have right now because you just can't wait and you need the Cobalt Drake for tournament use. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a hasty move, but to each their own, right? So anyway guys, this video is out there just to help you give you a better understanding of the situation, and why you should hold on to the QR codes first before you even start creating your account. Yeah, and we just really want to make sure that you guys get the best out of the Beyblade X app and not ruining your chances of, you know, getting the rare base in the future. Considering that now at this point of time, the Singapore shops, you know, like Shopee, Takara Tomy, and of course Toy Mana from Shanghai Toys, they have not gotten the sites ready for, you know, your rare bay tickets exchange. So I don't have that FOMO feeling, and just be patient. Once everything is out and in order, I'm sure that will be the time for you to shine using your QR codes and, you know, showing people that yes, I've gotten Cobalt Drake, yes, I've gotten Go Hellscythe or Go Leon Claw, or future rare base to come. Anyway guys, that's it for today. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, give a like to this video, subscribe for more content just like this, and of course share the video to all your friends to, you know, hopefully help them save some points for future rare base challenges. Until then, mata ne.